The Protector is the Milla Jovovich mega blockbuster action-packed movie where she showed the world she's bringing her Resident Evil skills to stop human trafficking.
Nikki is a force of nature.
We will dive into the movie review of The Protector as Nikki, who develops some type of amnesia, goes around executing all the bad guys just to protect her daughter, Resident Evil style.
I can help you get to him.
I don't need your help. I'm coming for you.
The movie starts off as the narrator reports there are well over 17,000 kids are being kidnapped for human trafficking, mostly teenage women. That number is alarming and someone needs to stop this. Soldiers are going around taking out bad guys during the war and busting human traffickers near and far. Nikki, our Resident Evil chick, is talking about her training and her experience that war is never easy. She mentioned this.
I'm taught all there is to know about taking a life, but giving a life, bringing someone into the world.
The next scene, Nikki is telling her daughter Chloe happy birthday via voice chat while she's hard at work.
Chloe! Happy birthday!
You know, Resident Evil things. Years later, Nikki finally made it to Chloe's birthday, which makes her very proud.
Bringing someone into the world.
While Nikki is on duty, she checks on Chloe and often tells her she won't be able to make it home because of duty calls. All Chloe wants for her is to be safe. There's a scenario that Nikki lost 15 of her life and her husband passed away, which forced her to come home for good. I don't blame Nikki for that. At one point, Chloe argued with her mom, talking about how she don't want to be home or she's never home and wants to hang out with her friends on her birthday. Of course, by now, Chloe is a teenager. What Chloe don't know is Nikki is the same person who took out Nemesis, so handling a teenager should be child's play. Nikki check up on Chloe, but Chloe sneaks out the house to hang out with her friends. Chloe is in with her friends having a great time until some random dude looking at Chloe like a creep. Chloe goes to the dude and chatted up with him. She lies about her age and she already made 3 mistakes. 1. Going to the guy. 2. Lie about her age. And 3. Sneak out the house. Nikki decides to look for her at the bar and find out she was kidnapped by that same dude.
Especially that of a child.
So Nikki does what she always does best. Resident Evil. She hangs onto the car for dear life, but she could not hold on. Then she chases him down through the alley on foot and does more Resident Evil. Punches the guy with her car keys until someone hit her and sent her flying like a frisbee. Laid out on the ground, Nikki states she has 72 hours to find Chloe.
You have just 72 precious hours to find them.
The bad guy just made the biggest mistake of their lives, and apparently none of them probably never seen none of her Resident Evil movies. The next scene, Nikki struck up in the air, tied up like a pig. Some dude who called himself the Butcher wants to tell her his life story. He lectured her about her bio that she's the baddest special forces on the planet. He likes to play classical music which torture people, which give him joy. He's one sick dude.
You sick bastard.
Butcher gets a call, which is the perfect time for Nikki to do more Resident Evil. She claims she gave him a chance, but he declines it, which was his biggest mistake. She decides to torture him until he give up the info. She got some info on a guy named Solomon who's in a group called the Syndicate. Probably the same syndicate as in Mission Impossible movies. Solomon see what she did to the Butcher and wants to dispose of her because she's too good.
I want this woman found and I want her dead.
She learned all of that in the Resident Evil movies. Nikki decides to tell Solomon and his crew to do a stakeout to plan her next attack, but she must heal her injuries. While Nikki nursing her wounds, she tried to do things like taking pills and drink coffee to stay awake and focus on the mission. At the police station, the cops find some info on Nikki and they think they can catch her.
Who is she?
A mother looking for a child that was abducted.
Little do they know, Nikki is not easy to catch. The next day, Nikki went to the store to buy hardware items like a harness and a skateboard. Pretty sure the skateboard is going to be very handy real soon. The chairman is not too happy about his high priority club being burned to the ground and want Nikki executed. Nemesis tried to take her out and failed. What makes you think you could take her out? But good luck with that.
Good luck.
Seconds later, Nikki decides to play chicken with two cards and does what she always does best. More Resident Evil and took out all the bad guys and saved Solomon for last. She cracked Solomon with a skateboard and asked Solomon where's her child.
I'm gonna give you one chance. Tell me where she is, and I'll let you live.
He offered to help, but Nikki had other ideas.
I can help you get to him.
I don't need your help.
At this point, the body count has risen to 13, and the great news is she found Chloe.
That woman has killed 13 people.
13 human traffickers.
Nikki tells her side of the story, asking why she was spared while her comrades were blown up by a grenade or sniped by a sniper.
I've been taught all there is to know about taking a life.
But she believes she was here for a purpose. Nikki tried to take her daughter home, but an Asian cop see both of them doing a stakeout. Inside Nikki's home, Nikki sees the bruises of what they did to Chloe, and that set her over the edge. The police decide to send SWAT to her house because she has taken too many people out, but the general walks in and tells that fool to stand down or she will add 6 more bodies to her body count. This dude decided to get stupid and tell SWAT to kill the camera and go after her. Because of that dumb he did, 6 more people be added to her body count, and that's total up to 18.
You have no idea what you're dealing with, what she's capable of.
The general wants to bring Nikki in, but she tells him to screw himself.
Screw you!
A few minutes later, someone kidnapped Chloe again. An Asian dude who was doing the stakeout got knocked out for snooping around in Nikki's house. Nikki actually made her first mistake, but I'm pretty sure she will get her back. This guy gets arrested for many charges but decides to challenge the general to a fight, claiming he's weak and nothing but a pencil-pushing punk. Seconds later, the general smacked him around a few times, and that was that. All that talking he was doing just to get beat up in seconds. Nikki, back at it again, tampering with people's car, and as a diversion, she does what she always does best. More Resident Evil. She cuts off the light, and it's now time to kick some butt. She take out more bad guys, free the young women, and of course, more Resident Evil.
That woman has killed 13 people.
Plus, she does quite a few headshots like she playing Call of Duty and bite one guy ear off like she's Mike Tyson.
What happened here?
At this point, Nikki basically took out about 50 bad guys. This is what happened when you mess with Resident Evil chick. She goes upstairs and take out more bad guys, free more women, and took out the chairman for running his mouth too much. Nikki took Chloe to the hospital due to her injury. The general explained the real story is Chloe was already dead and it broke Nikki mentally, but Nikki thinks her daughter is still alive. It's called retrograde amnesia. It's a memory loss of the past events, and she thinks every daughter around her age is Chloe's, and it's a vicious cycle that she will rescue every girl that looks like Chloe. Plus, she's taking down the bad guys. So, in other words, she's like a protector for women, and the movie ends. The Protector is basically the same movie as Taken franchise movie. But the real Chloe, you screwed up.
You know you done up, right?
Instead of you being understandable that Nikki is hard at work trying to provide for you, you decide to go unhinged. You argue with your mom about not being there in her life while technically that's not true. You go to the club with your friends, which results you get kidnapped. Your mom had to track her down and take out all the bad guys. Your mom had to do stakeouts, was tied up in the air like a pig, got hit by a car, played chicken to take out bad guys including Solomon, Once your mom rescued you, you got kidnapped again and have your mom go Jane Wick mode to take out all the bad guys, including the chairman, which resulted in your mom had retrograde amnesia, thinking every teenage woman looks like Chloe. Although Nikki did a great job finding you, but none of this would have happened if you never snuck out of the house. As a result, Chloe, you screwed up.
You know you up, right?
The Protector is a nice action movie that showed what a mom has to do to find her daughter, and it was an honorable thing. I will give this movie 7 stars. I will see you in the next movie review.
Nikki is a force of nature. I can help you get to him.
I don't need your help.